Hello again. Today we're going to have a look at some more pages in the Millbank book of dragons. And I have some new dragons to show you. On this page we have the world's most colourful dragons. Two beautiful rainbow dragons here. This one says, "My dragon is a rainbow dragon and my dragon shoots out rainbows instead of fire." That's lovely, isn't it? And a very shiny, glittery little dragon down here. And here we have a rainbow dragon by Ava. She says, "My dragon is the rainbow dragon. She likes to see people smile and she sleeps on a rainbow." Look how glittery and colourful Ava's dragon is. This dragon is a paint dragon. It breathes out paint and paints a picture. Wow. If any of those dragons are yours, could you let me know, please? Could you tell your class teacher and they'll tell me and I will put it in the book to say that it's yours because they're so lovely. Thank you. And on this page we have dragons of fire and ice. This fiery dragon comes with a crown. I don't know if it's stolen that crown from one of its victims. And I love this dragon with his sharp gnashing teeth and his big fiery wings. And here we have somebody who's done lots of research into their dragon, the frost dragon. It says the queen frost dragon lives in polar habitats and has developed a layer of fur around them. They're white for camouflage but sometimes have a blue or pink tinge. And they eat giant squid, polar bears, orcas, walrus and leopard seals. That's lovely. Okay, the next section that I want to look at is a section of recommended reading. Would you like to know more about dragons? On the following pages we review and recommend some of the best dragon books and films. So Mrs John has reviewed There's a Dragon in Your Book by Tom Fletcher. She says it's a really fun book which she reads with her little boy, and he loves it when the little dragon sneezes and sets the book on fire. He also loves tickling the dragon's nose and popping the balloon. Mrs John says it's an interactive and imaginative book and they love reading it over and over again. And I've reviewed Tell Me a Dragon by Jackie Morris, of course, my favourite, which is just so beautiful and there's so much to talk about on each page. And of course at the very end of the book there's an invitation to tell a story about your own dragon. Mr Porch has reviewed The Dragons of Wales by Andy Fraser. He says that these are field guides to these imaginary creatures and each entry is illustrated with a mini masterpiece. Isn't that lovely? He says that if he was going on a dragon hunting expedition in North or South Wales, these would be the first things that he would pack, well, after his biggest fishing net. And then Mrs Stanton reviewed The Hobbit, and she says that this book is about the adventures of a hobbit named Bilbo Baggins, and they go on a quest. The lonely mountain where they used to live has been taken over by an evil dragon because it's full of gold, which dragons love. Mrs Stanton says that the book is full of great characters, it's very exciting and it's great for anyone who enjoys fantasy. Do you think you could write me a dragon book review for the next few pages? That would be great if you could. I'll come back to that section. This next section is evidence of dragons. Are dragons real or do they exist only in stories and books? You might be surprised to find that evidence of dragons is all around you if you know where to look. If you find a shiny penny or a little button when you're out, it might have been dropped by a passing dragon. And here are some of the things that we have found around Millbank Primary School. Evidence of dragons. We found shiny gems in the cwtch and crystals in the library. We found red buttons in Mrs Donovan's office, gold stars in Year 3. Red beads outside the nursery, pearls under Mr Porch's desk and glitter, well, glitter's everywhere at Millbank. How did all that shiny stuff get into Millbank Primary School? What do you think? Do you think a dragon dropped it? I wonder. And on the following page there are some samples of dragon skin which have been found around Cardiff, and that just shows you how different dragons can be. We've got dragon skin from a sea dragon, a frost dragon, a fire dragon and a vengeful dragon. Now the final section contains nothing but a letter. to the children of Millbank. And here's my request to you. It says, Dear Millbank pupils, I would love to make a section of the book for dragon writing, and so I'm writing to you to ask if you would like to contribute a story, poem or book or film review for the book. Your story or poem can be about anything you like. Let your imagination run free. For a dragon book or film review, you just need to say what it was about and what you liked about it. Do you think you could do that for me? Could you send your work to your class teacher and they'll pass it on to me and I'll publish it in the Millbank Book of Dragons? That would be great. And I've signed it off. Keep reading. Lots of love from Mrs Rowlands. I hope to hear from you soon and see your lovely dragon work. Bye.